Hello my soccer universe. Ever since the new Lask shop opened next to the stadium, it was one of my favorite places to be in. Yeah, a little bit of a dangerous place for the account, but all these great things they have in there. And yes, I'm like a child in there. Oh, there's so many things that I do like, and I like to browse, and I like to get a few things. I actually did get a few things so far. Actually none of these jerseys, but I got both of these jerseys printed there, which was kind of convenient as well because I really wanted to have that. And yeah, I bought for some or the other some stuff. For instance, we got this shirt. I didn't buy it. This was part of the season ticket that we have. All four of us have one. But I have here the buys that I got this year from this shop that I wanted to share with you a tad. I mean, some of these I probably would not have made a special video, but at least one of those is a jersey. Actually, there are two sort of jerseys in there and a few other things. And I thought I'm gonna share this with you, tell you a little bit about it. These are actually from 2 visits to the store, and then there's another item that I saw yesterday when we played GRK that is actually sold in the store, but I actually did not buy it from the Lask store because I didn't think that it will be sold in the Lask store. Well, I saw that it was, but I put them also in the bag. The first thing you probably have already seen, and it's in the big bag here. And by the way, what beautiful bags do they have? I know. You know, you have so many criticisms potentially with the team and sometimes with the leadership. But if you're a fan, those stores are just the stuff and you lose yourself. So yeah, so the first thing I got was actually my Valentine's present. And if you've seen my review videos, you've already seen that one. I bought the hoodie, the Lask hoodie. It's really, really nice. I bought my wife for her birthday a really nice zipper jacket, the walkout jacket, but I went with the hoodie. I love hoodies and I really liked, you know, it's just white with black. It's great to go in the stadium, especially now in spring. It does look decent, and yes, it has a little bit the Adidas styling of the 24-25 season, but it was the item that I wanted to have. As I said, I love hoodies, and a white hoodie, if you're playing, you usually invite at home, I'll do it. So I've been wearing this quite some. What I am a little bit worried is that, for instance, this logo I feel is a little bit of a thicker print, whereas this one, it doesn't feel as thick, but maybe it's just the material as well. So we got this one, pretty nice. At the same time, I ordered also something that was said is only available for season ticket holders. Yesterday I saw that it's also available a little bit wider. I will show you that later because I want to first go to the other item, which is this book here. It's a comic book for Lask's Player of the Century, Helmut Kögelberger. And I saw this was actually even advertised on the Austrian news webpage in a special feature, because his story is kind of an interesting one. I mean, you can see, I mean, well, he's Austrian. You can definitely see that he is half black, so a mulatto. And yes, he was born right after the war as a child of an Austrian mother and, of course, a US soldier in the occupation times after World War II. So, of course, this was always gonna be something that he would have to struggle with. He actually made it thanks to his grandmother, and this story is detailed in here. He is Lask's best goal scorer that we probably had, best player for sure, and he was also part of the championship squad in 1965. But it goes a little bit further with all the stories, and you know, it's nicely illustrated. I've read already through this book. If there's one thing that I have to say is that I sometimes feel that the storylines, I mean, it jumps a little bit too much between different storylines, and I sometimes wish there was a little bit more in there, but on the other side, it's pretty cool. Helmut Kögelberger not only played for Lask, he also played for Austria Vienna. He became twice champion there. He won, I think, 3 times the Golden Boot in Austria, so the highest goal scorer. One coming back from Austria Vienna to Lask and saving them from relegation. He also once was the captain of the Austrian national team, and they played Germany, you see here with Franz Beckenbauer. That's pretty cool. There's also another one where they explore his relationship with Pelé, who he idolized and then actually played against in a friendly somewhere in Africa replica as well. Really good read, great story, and I've already said it in a video that I made a long time ago when he passed away, I think in 2018, that I actually met him. And he was having a child care center in the town that I grew up, small village in a way. And actually, when my older one, when we came back from America, 3 months, he was under their care. So I got to know his wife and himself. And I think it was pretty cool because I remember once sitting with him and just chatting. And it was really to the point, we were not really chatting about football. We were just chatting in general. And I actually really enjoyed that, knowing that this is probably the biggest legend that LASK ever had. And also knowing that my father's just sitting a few kilometers away and was totally envious about that. So yeah, there you go. Speaking about the championship, so you see back here a jersey that was branded when we had our centenary year, that this is the championship jersey. And yes, this is a jersey that they made very similar to what was worn back then, but actually, if you look at the pictures of when they won the championship, the jersey they were wearing, and when they made the official team photo, those were two different jerseys. This is the one in the team photo that was worn, and it has this black round neck. It has also the long white sleeves, and otherwise it's black and white. I really want to have the jersey. My parents got this for me for Christmas back then. However, there were very few left, so I only got a XXL, which actually works out fine in many ways. Now this year we have the 60th anniversary of that championship, and actually LASK won the double, and it's a historic championship. I keep repeating it. LASK's biggest claim to fame is that they were the first team outside of Vienna to win the championship, and of course they released a collection to celebrate this one. When it was 50 years, LASK were really in the doldrums, so now we have to celebrate that. And as part of that, they brought out a small collection, and as part of that, another replica jersey of now the championship winning jersey. And yes, the sucker that I am for these things, I thought I gotta get that too. And we got it yesterday. They called me, I ordered it when I got the hoodie. I ordered it and they told me yesterday to pick it up, and so here you go. Double-Sieger, double winner, 1965 is the edition. It is an XL. I was told that it should fit normally. And here we have it. I have to say the material, it is quite a stretchy material. I don't think this fits normally. And yes, it has a little bit of a Juventus feel as well, but you see, it's just a plain black and white jersey, and 65, because that was the year that it was in. I actually do like that they have here a little bit of an explanation what this is. I mean, of course, as a fan, I do know, but I think it's a nice jersey, and I guess this will be a jersey that I'll be wearing now mostly to the stadium, because it's really nice black and white. This is what I want the LASK jersey to be. Although, if you ask me, I probably prefer the black color a little bit more to the white one, but it's small potatoes, honestly. So yeah, I think it's a really well done, and this one doesn't have any name or number on the back. This one here had a little number 9 for Helmut Kögelberg, although he just got into the squad and he didn't even play in the decisive game where they won it all. He was still very much celebrated. So this is my new, the new other championship jersey, and yes, this will always hold a nice place in my collection. So here, both of them next to each other. Yes, they're very, very, very similar, but black and white, black and white. However, while these are now two visits, one in February and one just now in early April, they also gave a little bonus to season ticket holders towards the end of March, 25% on your favorite item. And I have many favorite items in there. I really like the LASK shoes they have there. I think it's a stupid thing, but I would love to have those LASK shoes. They have another jacket that I really like. They have a big winter coat and so on. But of course, if you get 25% off, I'm gonna go for a jersey. And fortunately, there was a jersey that I really, really liked, and I went up there. I think they gave this 25% because, let's face it, the store is not downtown. It's next to the stadium. The stadium is a little bit up the hill. Don't think it's that frequented that much. It's great when you go to the stadium, but other than that, I don't think they see many people. In fact, I know whenever I go there around lunchtime, I don't see that many. I mean, around Christmas time there were a few more, but now you just walk in, you get your stuff, and out you go, and that's that. So I guess they wanted to get people inside the store with the hope that they probably buy more. Well, didn't work for me. I got one jersey, and I was contemplating a little bit back and forth which jersey it should be. I mean, I knew what is my favorite jersey, and if you've watched my Austrian Bundesliga jersey review, so far the only one that I've published, I'm working on the other ones, please. I'll get there. But you know, on the other side, you go also to the stadium, so it would be nice to wear the home jersey but has the yellow sleeve. Should I get the ladies jersey? Because it's the same as the home jersey, just it has white sleeves but a different sponsor. Nah. I decided I'll go for the one that I really, really like. It's probably the only one that I will get from this season, because the season is not that great, but the jersey is kind of nice. It's of course the away jersey. I really love the black with the white thickish pinstripes. So it's not really pinstripes, I would say, but I think this is a different look. I like horizontal striping to get something different out there. I also really like the red up there, and I know that on Footy Headlines they said the red is probably due to the sponsor Kornspitz, Backerl drin Kornspitz, which is on the home jersey in red. However, it doesn't bother me if that is true, maybe. However, red also could stand for two other things. First of all, the city colors of Linz are red and white, so fits with the city. Also, if you look at the coat of arms of Upper Austria, which is on there, and also the Lask flag, red also fits in there. So that was a no-brainer that red will always fit nicely with this jersey, and it gives it some personality. Fun fact, actually, when I go to work, I look at this jersey quite often, because we have two meeting rooms where they put up jerseys, and in the meeting rooms next to my office are two Lask jerseys, the home and the away jersey. Really love that one. I paid extra for the Bundesliga logo, although I really don't like how it's applied up here. This was better on the old jerseys here, where you didn't have a manufacturer logo because you were self-manufacturing. And as I said in my Bundesliga jersey review, it's a little bit logo overload. The European jersey is cleaner, but you know, don't have too many good memories with the European jersey. It's the same thing, it's just it drops this and this logo. Maybe it has this logo, but it drops definitely this logo and also the BWT and a simplified version of the Kornspitz. So that makes the European jersey maybe a tad cleaner than this one. And of course, since I get 25%, you know, on one item, but you can add on to the item. So I got the Bundesliga logo. I also got a name on the back, and I was between two players. One that I had in mind for a long time. The other one I thought, would be nice to get the captain as well. I always go for offensive players. But in the end, I decided, yes, it's a little bit of a risk because the player might not stay longish as well. And this is always a trouble. And he's a new acquisition. How he scored many goals already. Also scored a few crucial goals, especially late in 24. And I like his story in general, so I went for Maxi Entrup. And yeah, was in the end a no-brainer. I don't think I have too many 11 shirts. Yes, I have Zlatan shirts, but I don't think I have a single Zlatan shirt with a number 11 on there. Maxi Entrup, great story. I mean, he basically was playing in the third tier and was about to become a gym teacher when Hartberg called for the 23-24 season. He exploded, got into the national team, even made the squad for the Euro 2024. And then Lask picked him up. He had injuries, but he is still our highest goal scorer. Unfortunately, his goal in the Cup semi-final was only the go-ahead goal, and we didn't hold on to that lead. Still, great story, and I really like this player. He is one who has a direct path to the goal, while also has to learn a little bit. So there you go, the two jerseys back there are part of my haul. Then there was the book, and then of course was the hoodie as well. And yeah, it's a dangerous place to be in a way, but I love it in there. They have so many great things. Even my girls always find some nice things in there. Sooner or later, more money will be spent there, I'm afraid. In any case, please let me know what you thought about all these acquisitions on the back there. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Talk to you soon about more things in my soccer universe. Bye! Hey there, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, here are some videos and playlists that you may enjoy too. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit the little bell icon so you get notified whenever something happens in my soccer universe. And with that, have a wonderful day. Bye!